Now this A75 is definitely one of the most beautiful roads, not this little bit here, but further along near the coast, you'll see what I mean. But this is also one of the most dangerous in my eyes, not only due to the lack of speed, which should be 50 on this road, but this is a controversial take. Speed doesn't kill. This here, doing 40, this is more dangerous than doing 50. I'll tell you what I mean. This takes so much longer doing 40 on this stretch of road that A, I'm finding myself falling asleep due to the slow speed. It's taking you longer to get to where you need to go. Now B, if you're driving slightly faster, that adrenaline keeps you awake a bit more. This is my personal opinion, but this road here, it is a dangerous road. As you can see, it's all single carriageway, and if you're in the right hand drive now, which we are in the UK for obvious reasons, two right hand drives having a head on collision, both sets of crumple zones are on this side of the road. I'm here, the other driver's there, smash, we're both dead. If I was in the left hand drive in the UK, head on collision, crumple zone here, I've got half a chance of surviving. So this is a benefit of having a left hand drive in the UK on single carriageways. Obviously if you're going to go and do a delivery and it's set up for a right hand drive, you might struggle with the left hooker, but the advantages of a left hand drive on a single carriageway is your safety. And with this, definitely these slow speeds are just ridiculous. For one, we need to keep up pace with the rest of the UK, and it's so slow I'm actually falling asleep, and that's just ridiculous. You shouldn't be going that slow. It's honestly, it's not as safe. If you're talking about safety, again, what about our safety? Cars can fly around on this road. If we're meant to be sat on here doing 40, trust me, it's stupid. You need to fix up, Scotland, because obviously with this, we're on a tachograph. I'm going to sit at 43, 44. 40 is ridiculous. Honestly, I'm falling asleep. No way on earth that this warrants doing 40 on this road. When it's straight like this, there's no apparent dangers. Why is this 40? It makes no sense whatsoever. Granted, if you go through some little towns and villages where it's 30, I've got no issues with that. For people's safety, by all means, 30 for any towns and villages, absolutely fine. But on here, when it's straight and you'll see it opens up afterwards, and to be still stuck at 40 is beyond, it's comical, it's dangerous, and it's ridiculous. So people in Scotland, please hurry up and change this stupid 40 mile an hour that you guys are going on with. It's nonsense, absolute nonsense, and it's irritating. And this causes more accidents when you've got people impatient trying to overtake, doing crazy overtakes, and when you've got trucks as well trying to overtake if they've got to try to make a ferry. So yeah, slow speed is more dangerous in a truck, way more dangerous, 100%. I don't care what anybody says, I've done enough mileage to tell you what I think. I'm doing 40 for a prolonged 100 miles, like I said, call it for argument's sake, 2.5 hours if you're doing at 40 to do 100 miles, for argument's sake. Well, it's 2.5 miles, sorry, yeah, 2.5 hours to do 100 miles. It's crazy, it is crazy, there's no need for it. If you left it at 50, that's 30 minutes we'd be saving. 30 minutes less on the road, won't be having to drive tired. So other than that, it's got beautiful scenery around here, guys, but traffic for Scotland, seriously, fix up. 40 miles an hour is a joke. Absolute joke. Absolutely gorgeous around here. Beautiful, beautiful scenery. I think this one and the road coming out of Holyhead's got to be one of my favourite ones in the UK. This Holyhead, the A77, roads down in Devon, some lovely parts of I can't remember some other parts of Snowdonia. What others? There are some lovely roads. The Lake District roads, Kendal, Windermere, some fantastic places, and we've done some deliveries to some tight places down there as well. Look at this fantastic scenery here, and this is why I say it's one of my favourite stretches of road. When the weather's like this, you cannot beat it. Absolutely fantastic. Like in the daytime, you get to actually admire the sheer beauty of this place. The natural beauty of it is absolutely awesome. There's worse places to take a 45-minute break, a 9-hour, 11-hour break if you're stopping for the day. But believe it or not, this stretch of road, the A75, apparently is one of the most, I think it might be the most haunted road in Britain. Always the way we try to do a recording, someone rings. Right. I'm going to record a little bit more on this bend and have to call my friend because he's been a bit poorly. He had food poisoning yesterday, so these are the things I was discussing before. When you're out in a truck all week, there's nothing worse if you get if you get sick. I've had it where I've had vomit, diarrhea, really bad migraines. They've been so poorly. And when you're out on the road, there's nothing worse. Absolutely nothing worse, and I sympathise for him. Here, let's not get tempted to look at the scenery. So this is where we talk about having target fixation, which basically means your eyes get fixated on something, and here, as in a truck and on a motorbike or anywhere, your eyes, basically you drift towards where your eyes are looking. So always look at your intended path of travel. Now here it does get a little bit dodgy, so let's take it easy here because we've got oncoming traffic. And we've got quite a few undulations, off cambers, so let's take it nice and easy, and hopefully you guys can enjoy the scenery. What a gorgeous little holiday park to be in here as well. Here, when the weather's like this, you cannot beat the here. Ireland's got some beautiful places as well, some gorgeous places in Ireland also. So you guys have been blessed with some natural beauty. Well, I'm going to carry on looking straight ahead, and I hope the camera's field of view picks up the rest of the scenery here, because as I said, with oncoming traffic and on these little roads with these bollards at the side of the road, the metal bollards or whatever they're called, to stop you going to the soft verges, so we've got to be careful. Honestly, how beautiful is this? One of these days, if a guaranteed weather like this, I'm going to have to come up here on a motorbike and enjoy these twisties. It just needs to be a nice, hot, dry, non-windy day. That doesn't affect my, well, just the camera full stop. The wind wreaks havoc, especially out on a motorbike. In a car, in a van, in a truck, you've got that seclusion, you're isolated from all the wind noise. And on a motorbike, you know, you have to try to shout to make yourself heard, which isn't ideal, and it wrecks the audio for the footage. But in here, I'm not having to put my microphone to speakers, you guys can hear me perfectly fine. So it's yeah, the difference is night and day. And me personally, I love driving through the woods like this. There's no better scenery, the backdrop with the lush green trees. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. See, on roads like this, why is this 40? You know, this is anywhere in England, Wales, Northern Ireland, 50 mile an hour roads with ease. There's no reason why this should be 40. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's use a retardation to slow us down here. A look at that for a view. You imagine waking up to this every single day, you never get bored of it. If you're a nature lover, if you like going out hiking, walking, fishing, boating or whatever. Now me personally, I love the idea of fishing, but I couldn't touch a fish. There's slimy fish wiggling about everywhere. Couldn't think of anything worse. This head mount keeps moving, doing my head in. Oh, you catch that then? A bird smashed into the windscreen. Made me jump. Might make you jump too. Let's clean that off. I don't want to be putting on the fan after and sucking in any kind of feathers and whatever illnesses these birds might be carrying. They're still 57 kilometers away, which is what, 48's 30 and another 8, which is 5, so 36 miles to go. This little spot here is a beautiful place to stop for a break, overlooking there. So yeah, that's a nice little beauty spot. Just before you turn off at Creetown, I'm sure there's a petrol station down here. So if you're ever coming down this way, before there it is there. Before you get to Creetown, if you need a lovely place to have a break, a look at that there. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm currently about, what, 13 miles away from Cairnryan now, so dropping down these big hills, just slow it down, because sometimes police hide out around here in these little lanes. You never know where they hide out, so be on the safe side. And I'm gonna have to try to fix this head mount. It's sending me under, it keeps shifting. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the view so far. Absolutely fantastic. I don't know why some of these cars just don't overtake when they've had plenty of ample opportunity. Now there's a climbing lane. Now this is what I was on about the other day. This is still a single carriageway. See that divider? That's not a solid divider. It needs to be either metal or a grass verge. So even though there's 2 lanes and 1 there, this is still classed as a single carriageway. So don't be tempted to be doing 50 in Scotland or 60 in England, because you will be prosecuted if this is still a single carriageway and it narrows further down there. And sometimes you'll see these roads like this for like, you know, a mile or so, where you've got the 2 lanes with a 1 lane next to it. Still single carriageway. Saying about 20 minutes till I get to P&O. Now I've got 1 hour and 10 left, so I've got plenty of time to get in there, drop the trailer, and then go and find my park. Well, I'm gonna use a toilet, brush my pegs, get a few cans of Coke from there. They've got a vending machine and what have you. And I'm sure they've got a little cafe. I might just get a couple of bits and pieces and then go and park up. These little bugs, honestly, they don't half irritate you. Constantly using the windscreen wipers, trying to clean them off, screen wash, and you go through that so fast when it's hot like this, and you got that many bugs in the daytime, night time as well. When you got your main beams on, they are literally like moths to a flame, completely drawn to them. And the front of your truck looks like a crime scene. Right, off we go, sir. Off we go, mister, you're off. Again, let somebody, if they need to go, let them go. You don't know, they could be running out of time, they could be catching a ferry to get them home. You know, they're not affecting my day. So if someone wants to go faster than me along here, like I told you beforehand, over here on the A75, between 44 and 45, the police normally leave you alone. And if you're going anything more than that, like this fella is, he's running that risk where he could be getting a fine, traffic commissioner. And I'm not trying to come all the way up here to speak to a traffic commissioner, so, you know, for me, 44, 45 is ample. But, you know, it's ridiculous. You should be able to do 50 on these roads. There's no reason why. It's such a slow road. Reasonably early. It's only 5 to 9, showing 16 degrees on my temp gauge. So I'm hoping that in the next couple of hours that the temperature increases. Like it was yesterday, it was so hot I could not sleep to save my life. I was down in near, well, yeah, Kettering, Northamptonshire, and it was scorchingly hot. I was sweating. Literally, the aircon, I had to run the engine. It was just too hot. I had to get up about 4 times just to put the engine on, and you know, to try to help get any sort of sleep. And these are the perils you've got to deal with as a truck driver. And it's, again, granted, it's very, very rare in the UK it gets so hot, but when it does do, and you're a truck driver, when you're trying to sleep in the day, forget it. Right, now this bus is sticking out a little bit here, so let me just run a little bit wide, because his back end, as you can see, is slightly sticking out here. Don't know why he's stopping on that intersection, which is insane. Unless there's a bus stop there, if there is, I'd be very shocked if there is. Excuse me. Come out, car. Yeah, of course you are. Right, go on, put your foot down and go. Come on. Speed up. Good. Retardation time is a big ramp here. Can you see the car? Let's slow it down a bit, because this is slightly lower. We don't be going crunching here. Now that sign said road close nights Monday 16th of June for 5 nights. Now what date are we on today here? The 19th. So if I have to start tonight, where the hell is this going to send me for a diversion? Because this is the main route out of Cairnryan, and it depends as to what time it'll be closed. So these are the things again. This is a main route from excuse me, from England into Cairnryan. You can get to Cairnryan the other way on the A77. So if we close it and we send us down there, we're having a laugh.
Gire a la derecha.
Sometimes I've seen the old Federales down this stretch of little bit of road here. Usually the Volvo estate. So if you ever see any silver, white Volvo estates undercover, just slow it down. Not that anyone's speeding or anything, nudge nudge, wink wink. Just in case you were thinking of speeding, or now there's an ambulance coming up behind me, or is that one of them little Asda vans? It looks suspiciously like either or. Right against the back door of my trailer. Now what's your sign says? If you can't see my mirrors, I can't see you. I can just about see his mirrors poking out. Now what's this flashing here? Let's slow it down a little bit. Is this police? God knows what it is. No. Well, they can't take that risk. Well, I was doing 41 anyway, so. Excuse me. Right, we need to be able to see. Right, let's go. It's a little delivery van. But from a distance it looks suspiciously like an ambulance. Right, Mr. Tractor, let's see how fast you're going. Are you doing 40? If you are, we can just chill. If less, right, you go for it. On a blind crest, can we see? Right, I'm gonna go myself now. Build up the speed just to get past it and drop it back down. And let's drop it back down. We're almost at Cairnryan now anyway, so let's leave it at 40 and look at this for review heading into it. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And depending on how hot it is after and how adventurous I feel, I may walk all the way down here, because there's footpaths anyway. You can walk from the harbours. It's quite a walk, mind you, from P&O. Now the footpath ends here, so you're gonna have to walk in the grass. But yeah, from P&O to Stena, it is a bit of a walk. When it's dry it's no issue, but in the wet, like it usually does, chuck it down here. Oof, I'd recommend, well, I wouldn't recommend it if you can help it. Just one of our lads here? Yes, it is. So for me, hopefully, if there's space further ahead, I'm going to show you where I usually park in my little place next to the cemetery. But some people feel some type of way parking next to it, but cemetery is a cemetery. You know, it's parking. I'm not going to obviously make a load of loud music or be disrespectful, leave any kind of litter. Not that I do anyway, but you know, it's someone's house next to a cemetery, so you've got to have a bit of decorum about it. You can't be blasting music. If you are, put your music down to a reasonable level. You're not disturbing the neighbours. You're not going to be disrespectful to the cemeteries. But there's P&O there. The first one you come to on the left is P&O. Then another 1.5 miles you get to Stena. And here we used to be able to park on the docks, but now for some reason or another they've stopped us now, so we have to fend for ourselves. Potentially, you know, no facilities depending on how long we're here for, but where I park I have got the use of a toilet, so that'll do me. As long as I've got toilets, I'm good. And they've still got, yeah, they won't let us on. We've still got the massive wind turbines there. They've put all the wind turbines on the terminal, so they're taking priority over us mere dogs' bodies, aka truck drivers, the scum of the earth. But yet, when in lockdown, everyone was banging their pots. Oh, we love you, you're such heroes, we love you so much. Now, piss off, we can't stand you. But anyway, we're here now. This one goes to Larne, the P&O goes to Larne, on the top of Ireland, Northern Ireland, northeast, and Stena goes down to Belfast. So let us check in here. And I'm gonna have to take this off before we go in for obvious reasons. I hope we'll have to go a quick security check just to make sure there's no contraband or anything illegal we've been brought into port. Well, anyway, I've got to wait here for a few minutes. I'm waiting for a shipping reference number which was incorrect. They sent it to me. It does happen. It should only be a quick fix, 5 minutes. But there's all the wind turbines, as you can see. So all of them are taking priority. We used to be able to park where the wind turbines are there, so we used to park all the trucks, or the units, obviously units only there. But now because of this, we have to find our own parking elsewhere. So I'm hoping there's not too much of a delay here whilst it's still reasonably early, so I can get my little parking spot. Otherwise I'm going to be up the creek without a paddle, which is not good. And the little place I park has got the toilet there. So for me, my biggest thing is a toilet. I couldn't care about anything else. I can live without food. Water, you can't really. I've got my water, I've got some food, I've got some vegetables. I want to eat reasonably healthy, but it's not always possible. So I'm just going to go to the office here, just try and get a couple of cans from the vending machine, because it's going to be hot again after. And then wait for this shipping ref and drop this trailer. Okay, rejoin you when I've got it. And here's the boat coming in there. We'll drop the trailer on this one afterwards, 12 o'clock. Right, well, we're going to go and drop this off now and then go and park up. I think I've been on that many ferries recently. Well, I'm glad I'm not going on one today, because I've got to finish by Monday, and I'm flying back out to Spain again next Tuesday to see my son. So these will be for the oversized loads here, convoy exceptionnel, to be carrying with the special transport government order movements. So yeah, we'll go and drop these beasties off. Now really, I need to get out of here before all these, so I can just drop this and the bugger off rapid before they start to get on here, because I'm going to be stuck in traffic. So it's going to have to be a quick drop and then park up. Right, let's get the hell out of here quick before this bloody lot come off. Wacky races. Then we go and park up. It's now 10 o'clock. I'm going to go and park up. By about 10:15 I'll be done. Probably start again 9:15. I'll take 9 hours, 11 hours off, sorry. Unless something comes in before then. And when I see if I can go for a walk and come back, can I use their showers? I need to get parked up before all these so I don't steal my bloody spot. I'm hoping it's still there. Raise the suspension and let's get out of here. Please Lord, let my space be there. Now Mr. McBurney's parked right into that little car park there, so he can just walk in and out of the toilets and that. But I'm going to go to my little bit where my beach is. And here there's usually loads of little truck spotters later on. Normally night time, daytime, I see young lads with cameras and all that. So please Lord, right, seat belts, I'll stay off for a minute. I need to go and get my parking space. So we'll get ourselves down the road here. So the lads are parked. They've got a space and it is 30 through this little town. Now, hopefully, right, this is a bus stop. My spot is further along. It's a bit further up. There's like a little lighthouse there, there's a pier. Now really and truly, if I wanted, I could park outside of these houses here, but might be a bit cheeky in case obviously residential. But if anyone wants to waken up with a tractor unit parked up outside of their gaff. Oh Lord, what's this roadworks up there? Stop taking the piss. I'm hoping now with his roadworks here they've not blocked off where I need to park, for goodness sake. Fingers crossed not. See, there's a parking half a mile there, cars, trucks, no, but there's a little lay-by just before it. So please Lord, still be there, or else I'm going to be vexed beyond belief. And I'm going to come for a walk after. See, now they've closed that off, but I can walk on the other side of the road and make my way. I can't get on the pier, but there's like a little beach further along where I can go for a walk and do some sunbathing if these bloody vans don't get there. Come on, go! And usually, if they steal my spot here, these buggers, last time I was here, there was a burnt out transit van behind me when I woke up. Oh, please, don't tell me you've blocked all this off. Vans, you best bugger off all the way up. Do not stop where I need to stop. Right, Mr. Bike, you want to put your foot inside? Fucking unfucking believable idiots. Fucking imbeciles. That fucking guy there just parked up with his feet fucking sticking out. Daft twat. And I'm a biker. Right, my spot is here. Yes, get in. It's still here. Happy bloody days. And there's a cemetery, so I'm gonna get myself on here, half on, half off. Thank goodness I've got here early, so that way I can get a good night's rest. I'm away from the end of the road, I've got enough space, and my little beach, I'm going to walk up to it now, and there's Stena down the other side there. So let's put ourselves on break. I'll have a walk along here now. to my little beach, where I might be mistaken for an illegal immigrant. Hello, Mr. Sheep, you looking at me? As soon as I talked to him, he just looked away. He didn't want it. What a beautiful little house this. Overlooking the lock, or I don't know what you call this. This is my little piece of serenity. But this water, I don't know what this runoff is. It looks a bit dirty, this. I don't know what it is. You can see the colouring of it. It doesn't look too healthy. So that must be some sort of industrial runoff from somewhere. And that, if it is, it's disgraceful. That's going straight into there and looks reddish brown. So I couldn't tell you what that is. So I wouldn't want to be going bathing in there. But it's going to be quite busy here. There's a load of bikers here before, a little picnic table, so I'm going to sit down for a picnic. Me, myself and I. I'll maybe go down to the cobble beach near the water and try and get my head down afterwards. And there's a little toilet there. So if anybody comes to Cairnryan, park where I do, keep this clean please. This is the only toilet there is around here, unless you go to Stena where you can park on the actual dock itself. And P&O stopped at doing that. Hello guys, good morning. Well, I'm currently now sat on my little beach in Cairnryan. Well, I'm on my picnic table, so I'm going to show you where my little beach will be in a few minutes. The wind is just picked up, it's bloody freezing. So I will show you my personal little beach. So there's a little beach there. So we can see the ferries going in and out afterwards. But yeah, it's a little shingle beach. It ain't quite warm enough to go and sunbathe, to be fair. But yeah, that's where we are, and there's a Stena up there. So, but at least it's a beautiful day. I'm just going to text in now to see what time I'm starting back up again after. So I can go and try and get my head down for a wee while and then go for a walk later on. And then get in Stena or P&O and get a shower. I said Stena's literally only there, but the ferry terminal's right at the very end. You go through the security and you got to walk right down to the bottom. But yeah, this run off here, I'm not happy about that. There's me, the eco warrior. Watch out, Greta Thunberg, I'm coming for your crown. Not. But yeah, this runoff, it doesn't look too good. So I wonder what's uphill. Some sort of heavy industry maybe. There's a lighthouse up there. Yeah, this is hanging. Jesus. We're currently in Dumfries and Galloway. There's a motorcyclist again I've seen before. Yeah, it's a decent weather, but blimey, if that wind died down a bit, it'd be alright. So there's a yoke. Let's go and chill out for a bit now, and then I'll see how I feel after, once I've had a bit of a lie down, to go and do a few kilometres walking.